It's great to see so many people here. This is such an exciting time in Chatham County. And Tyler, we're really excited to have you here. It's perfect timing. Let's get started. In terms of economic development, we couldn't have a better time to talk because as of yesterday, Project ICE finally announced. And I know there's so many secrets about economic development in terms of what we do and how we do it. I can tell you that normally a project might take 6 months, might take 12 months. This project took 23 months. And so again, talking about perseverance and teamwork, it really took a lot to make this happen. Another thing that's exciting about Project ICE is that it's located on the CAM site, the Chatham Advanced Manufacturing site. And as everybody in this room knows, that site has been available for many, many years, and now it's another opportunity to bring jobs and investment here to Chatham County. As you can see, it's over 150 jobs, almost 40 million. And in the buildings products industry, that's perfect with all the things that are happening here in terms of opportunities to help build new housing for our community. The VinFast project continues to move along in Moncure. One of the largest automotive groups in North America, Holman, bought Leith Automotive, which is where their cars are being sold out of currently. So we see that as a positive sign. In February, we had several folks from Central Carolina Community College travel to Vietnam to be with them. In March, there was significant additional investment put in on that site. So the company is spending money on that site. And recently they right-sized their plant. The media like to portray it as a downsizing. In talking this week with VinFast, it's right-sized for the types of equipment that's going in. From a jobs and investment standpoint, they assured me and therefore us that there are no changes there. With Wolfspeed, it continues to be an amazing project, again at the campsite. And when you look at this image, that's 2.2 million square feet. And I think one of the exciting things and also challenges that we have in Chatham County is our numbers, because our numbers are so large. I mean, a 2.2 million square foot facility is amazing to think about. Further than that, one of the things that I and my staff are doing presently is traveling out there to make sure the market understands that, one, we've had all this great success here in Chatham County. At the same time, we still have a lot of available industrial real estate. Even at the campsite, there's over 1,000 acres that's still available for development. There's also right next door to that, Midstate, which is almost 300 acres, and the Triangle Innovation Point West site, which is 360 acres, which is still available. So far, there are 150 folks full-time at Wolfspeed. One of the amazing numbers here, again, keeping with our theme of numbers, is there are more than 2,000 people out there at Wolfspeed right now. And let's think about that. I mean, this room might be 300 people, maybe 400, I don't know, but over 2,000 today, right now, are at that Wolfspeed plant, and that's amazing to think about. And trying to think about how that's opportunities for so many people in this room in terms of small businesses. One of the things that we, along with the Chamber, have been doing over the last year is we've created a couple of different committees to try and work to figure out how can we connect our small businesses with companies like Wolfspeed and VinFast. You can see the start of production is going to be in early 2025. And one of the many great things about the Wolfspeed project is where they sited their plant. You can see it. When you drive by on 64, you can see it. If they'd have moved it a little bit further back, you couldn't. But it's exciting, and what's going on, another thing that's going on out there that I think is important for everybody in this room to remember is there are a lot of the jobs at Wolfspeed that with some training, after you finish high school, with some training from Central Carolina Community College, you can go and start a career at Wolfspeed, and it's an amazing opportunity. One of the things that we see in terms of North Carolina's history and economic development, that things are starting to turn around. So at one point, people that did not have a college degree could certainly have good opportunities in textiles, tobacco, or furniture. That certainly changed. Well, now the circle has come back around thanks to companies like Wolfspeed. I mentioned available industrial land. One of our newest parks is something called the Apex Gateway Park, and that's right at the 751-64 interchange. It's an amazing park, and they've recently acquired some additional land for new development there. By September and also October, they're going to have 2 different industrial shell buildings that will be available. And this is where the Coca-Cola regional headquarters is going. Another thing about the Apex Gateway Park, it's amazing to me as an economic developer, it's located right at our interchange, but you can't see it. The trees are still up. So you, literally, if you're interested, when you get to the 751-64 interchange, if you turn left as if you're going to Durham and make an immediate right, you're in the parking lot. And so it's amazing where that's located and the additional opportunity for jobs and investment we have there. As I mentioned earlier, the Triangle Innovation Point West site still has 360 acres available, which is a significant amount. The FedEx distribution center there will be opening here in the next couple of months. That is a great site, and it's only, as we talked about, it is in Chatham County, but it's only 12 minutes from the 540 outer loop of Raleigh. And so it continues to get a lot of looks. And it is basically, it's adjacent to where the 2,000-acre VinFast site is. Business retention and expansion. Jack Pendergraft has done a fantastic job for our organization. He's been with us now exactly a year. And one of the things, he does a lot of things that are extremely important, but I think are take a while to explain to a room like this. But one of the things he does is makes a lot of connections. He makes connections, and he's going out to existing businesses from all different sizes. CTI Systems is going to have an expansion now that he was part of, $1 million and 20 new jobs, working very closely with North Carolina State University. We have 5 active customized training projects through Central Carolina Community College and our partners there that are especially important to everything that we do. And I think the last point is especially important in terms of his enhancing the local supply network. Because one of the things we think about, there's so often you'll have a company that's on this side of town and they don't know that there's another company on the other side of town that they might be able to do business with versus doing business with somebody in Ohio or Texas. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, we're trying to do a better job of connecting our small businesses with our large businesses. And here are 2 specific upcoming events that we want you to take note of. And I'll leave the slide up for a minute if you guys want to grab the screenshot there and register to either of those with a QR code. One of them is going to be at Central Carolina Community College, and that's on April 29th at the Wicker Center in Sanford. The other one is going to be on May 6th, and that will be right here in this building. Again, I think it's an extremely exciting time to be here in Chatham County. Tyler, we welcome your leadership. Your timing is perfect. And thank you again for all everyone does in this room to support economic development. So thank you.